Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back for another OPTC video, and in today's video, we're taking the new Katakuri and Doflamingo into the garps challenge, worst generation, hybriding up super class with super type. So we're gonna start with Katakuri. That was the team. Those are the supports. Let's dive in. So I have put together a powerhouse quick team for Katakuri, and the way that these teams function are the character in your middle right hand slot is the character that's going to become your captain. With worst generation, the 11-star event, you can actually cheese it with the point where you can basically choose what captain you want to get with the captain swap. And for this particular run, we're utilizing King. King's super typing's a lot easier to get. Akainu doesn't have one, so obviously Akainu wasn't really the go forward. You could probably use something like what's his name, Kaido. You could use Kaido as your captain, in that middle row slot. He's another option if you really wanted to get the super typing that way. But with Kaido, you do need to be below 50% HP, and running double Katakuri, that can be a little bit tricky as he is a healing god. He's very hard to kill. 50% of the damage you take on the previous turn, you heal back on the next turn. And running two Katakuris means that you actually just get all of that healing back. So trying to run Kaido can be a little bit tricky. There's probably a way to do it, but I just thought running King would be the most viable option. As with King, all you need to do is get an attack boost, and you're pretty much good to go. On the third stage, against the worst generation of Apu, Bonnie, and Capone, we are just going to drop our Akainu special. We have the supporter Smoker here, but look, it's not essential. It just makes things quicker, and as you can see, we just blitz through this stage easy peasy. We get a full board of quick orbs on that stage as well, getting around the recovery mechanic and the bomb orbs as well. But once we hit the next stage against your rogue, we want to make sure that we can use the Akainu versatility. Another reason we want to use the Akainu special on the previous turn is so that we can actually just get access to a bunch of quick orbs, and we can actually just get that versatility popping as quickly as possible. With the Akainu's versatility on this particular stage against your rogue, you can actually get around the damage limiter, which is really, really nice, because that way we can get around the normal attacks only, and we can just get through the content a little bit quicker. On the Dofi team, you can use Verse Ace, but I didn't use him just because it doesn't really matter. We're not cheesing the content to get around the normal attacks only. Akainu is just a very, very good unit. He's a powerhouse booster for orbs, and he just fit on this team anyway, so that's the big reason why I brought him on this team and didn't bring Verse Ace for Dofi. Plus, the synergy of Katakuri and Akainu just works so damn well. On the next stage against Zoro and Killer, they put up 4 turns of Threshold, and they don't let you rotate orbs. We're going to start it off by using the Zoro special to give ourselves an orb buff and lock our orbs. We can then use the special of the Sea Monster to remove Threshold. You can pretty much bring anyone that removes Threshold. Sea Monster's not essential for this particular team. I've just got him here because he's a free-to-play unit. He's powerhouse and he works quite nicely. We're going to wrap it up with the Katakuri special. The reason we're going to use the Katakuri special here is so that we can actually get the super class of Katakuri. The super class of Katakuri gives us a full board of quick orbs, and thanks to Zoro, we can actually lock those orbs. Katakuri gives us a nice chunky attack boost. He also gives us a base stat boost, and he actually extends the duration of the orb boost as well. So that 2 times orbs boost that we get from Zoro, we can actually carry that into the next turn, which is really, really nice when we do come up against Blackbeard. Now, against Blackbeard, he is going to put up full immunity, and he gives us that orb barrier for 3 great hits. So that way we just basically hang on to our quick orbs, right? So that's the big reason why we wanted to use this super class of Katakuri on the previous turn. That way we could actually get a full board of orbs without having to worry about the captain, the interaction. On the Blackbeard stage, you want to try and hit with everyone. That way you can actually get the versatility of Akainu back, and that way we can actually get that burn mechanic. We are going to reload the game here though, so... Alright, so as mentioned, when you reload the game, it actually changes the captain swap to the middle right-hand slot. So that way we actually get King as our captain, and it's going to work really, really nicely. We want to use our King special first. That way we get the nice 2.5 times orb buff to our quick, driven, and powerhouse characters. We are going to lose our bottom 2 units though, but with this particular team, which we have so much damage that we just basically need the Sea Monster for his Threshold, we need Zoro for his orb blocking abilities, and after that, they kind of just whatever on the team. We're going to use the versatility of Akainu, that way we get the conditional boost on this particular stage. We have the orb boost with King, which is really, really nice, and then we're going to wrap it up with the Mr. Slam Jam himself, and give ourselves that nice chunky attack boost. Because we have an orb boost live, Katakuri special actually becomes an attack boost, which is actually really, really good, because driven, powerhouse, quick characters in particular, well, not driven, actually, he's not driven, he's fighter, but quick and powerhouse characters especially have a lot of orb boosters, especially the powerhouse class. They got Akainu, they've got Moria, they've got Lucci, they've got King, they just have so many options when it comes to orb boosters. So the fact that Katakuri can be an attack booster if you have an orb boost is actually really, really nice. The big downside to Katakuri that I do find compared to Dofi is that he doesn't give any natural orbs in his kit. Obviously, yes, he's great because he's so tanky and you just heal back all the damage that you take, but I'm not a big fan of that sort of playstyle, and I do prefer to have like a good amount of matching orbs. Now, I do understand that Katakuri gives matching orbs with his super type, super class, which is really, really nice. But with the super class and the super type on that final stage, as you saw there for our quick powerhouse units, we can just do a lot of damage to the three on the Oni trio. So let's move on to the Dofi run. That was Katakuri. Let's check out Doflamingo now. Moving on to Mr. Mingo now. We are running Mono Strength, Mono Driven against the Worst Generation GARP's Challenge 11-star event. So that was the team. Those are the supports. Let's dive in. With this particular team, you do want to make sure that Kaido and Beige are actually in your bottom slots. That way you don't have to worry about the blow-away mechanic on the final stage. But this team has a lot of damage, and Kid with his final tap means you actually get AoE damage, which is really, really nice. So that way you can actually just blow through the final stage anyway. But on turn 1, we're just going to take out that strength unit, so that way we can get our cooldowns, and we can move on to the next stage. The second stage I always find to be super annoying when it comes to this particular piece of content, as they have like so much defense, but only like 6 HP. You could easily just like double pop the Dofi super class here, and that way you can actually just kill them all on the very first turn. But for me, I actually got really bad luck, and they all had a 1-turn cooldown, so I had to sit through the special reverse anyway. But if you want to do it that way, you actually can, and that way you can just sort of tear through this particular stage, move on to the next stage, and keep the ball rolling. You don't need the special cooldown that Dofi provides for the rest of the run. That cooldown is just nice, but like the big thing about his superclass is literally just the wave clear. That's what I love about it. But when it comes to like special reverse content with Fear, it is going to be very, very nice to have. Onto the Bonnie, Apu, and Capone stage. They're going to give our right-hand side recovery orbs, our left-hand side block. You know the drill. If you eat the recovery orbs, you take damage. If you eat the bomb orbs, you take damage. Bombs hurt. So we're going to use the super typing of the other Doflamingo here. And that way we can just get back that special recharge that we lost on the previous turn. The big reason we want to use it is just so we can actually just do a bit of damage. If you actually hit all your perfects there, you should be able to kill. With the help of the Doflamingo ship itself, it actually helps you hit perfects. And as you can see, with this particular team, like, we have so many matching orbs. Dofi makes Dex and Quick Orbs beneficial. We have the Natural Orb of Strength. Treble makes Recovery Orbs matching. And Kaido makes T&D Orbs matching. So this team just has so much damage all the time. So when you hit the Heroic stage, you don't have to worry about, like, having a buff. You can literally just attack your normal attacks and do enough damage. However, when we do get to the 2 million mark, when he puts up the damage threshold limiter for the 2 million mark, we are going to pop the Kaido special. The big reason we're going to pop the Kaido special here is so that we can actually just get the carryover of the orb effect on the next turn, because we are going to use the treble special to remove the threshold. That way we can get an attack boost, that way we can get an orb boost, and that way we can actually tear through both Zoro and Killer on that particular stage. This stage against your Rogue is by far the most arrogant and annoying. That damage limiter debuff or buff that the enemy puts up on themselves is just so freaking annoying to deal with. Like, it's not even like that it's a hard buff to get around. It's just annoying because it means that we have to spend 4 turns on this stupid stage, and it just makes the run so much longer than it actually needs to be. Even if you cheese it with the burn mechanic, you still have to hang around here for 3 turns. Like I said, when it hits the 2 million threshold, we are going to use the Kaido special. You do want to hit 3 perfects, and then that way we can move on to the next stage against Zoro and Killer. They're going to put up 4 turns of threshold. Killer has a barrier, and you can't rotate your orbs on this particular stage, which is really, really annoying. But because Dofi gives so many natural matching orbs, we get like 5 out of the natural 7, which is so damn good. We can just use Treble to remove the threshold, and Treble also gives us an attack boost to our driven characters, because we are running a full driven team. That Treble just got so good with the release of this Dofi. Like, so good. Moving on to the Blackbeard stage, he's going to give us the orb barrier, and if you had a very good orb roll like myself, look, probability says you're going to get a good orb roll anyway, so, most of the time you are just going to be able to get a lot of like naturally matching orbs. We're going to get the orb seal that Blackbeard does put on us, and on this particular stage we're going to use the Beige special to get a heal back, and then we're going to use the Dofi special to also get a heal back as well. That way when we move into the final stage we have over 50% of our HP, and we can actually use the Kid special. We're going to reload in a second though, give me 1 sec. So thanks to the heal from Beige, and thanks to the heal from Doflamingo, we can actually get the 2.5 times attack boost and the 2.5 times orb boost from Kid. The reason we can do that is because we are over 50% of our natural HP threshold, And with Kid, when you use your special, if you're above that, he actually like halves your HP, and then he gives himself back his special. This is a big reason why Dofi's so damn powerful, because he has access to Yuita's Kid, the Super Sugo that did come out as part of the Onigashima trio. Now, if you guys managed to pick up this Kid, at the time, I was putting a lot of smack on Kid. I was saying that he was the worst of the three. In my opinion now, he is easily the best of the three. He's fast, he's your attack booster, he's your color affinity booster, he's your orb booster, he has damage reduction, he's got driven class, which has just easily become like one of the best classes in the game. He's strength, which is one of the best colors in the game, and he can just do so much with his Kid. He's so fast, he has a lot of very good hybrid options, and I'm just a really, really big fan of Kid, and the more I play with him, the more fun I have. Because we get his 2.5 times attack, because we get his 2.5 times orb, Dofi actually becomes a base stat booster, and a 1.4 chain boost as well. So this is why I just think Dofi is just so damn powerful. Because yes, sure, 2.25 attack and orb is quite low. But when you do have, well, not quite low, but it's lower than 2.5. But when you have something like Kid on the team as well, like, you can just do this. And when you can do this, you have so much damage output with literally just 2 units. And even if you didn't pull Dofi, don't stress. If you have Kid, just run a hybrid Dofi and you're going to be absolutely hunky-dory. But the moral of this video, the whole point of this video, is to partner up both the super typing of Kid with the super classing of Dofi. That way we do 1.5 times more damage to color affinity. We do 0.75 to our negative type. And we also have that 1.2 times stat boost. And as you can see, we can actually take out this stage without even attacking with Kid. So we just have so much goddamn damage. But that's going to wrap up the video today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure to go down there and belt that like button for me if you're new to the channel. Hit the big red subscribe button too. But guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, I thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Lates!